You're saying that in terms of absolutely simple business practices, there's not a uniformity, there's not a basic set of requirements.
Steve, that's the point. There's not a state worker that I've met that isn't committed to doing the best they can by the people of Florida, that does the best they can at their job. But if you take this anywhere else in the private sector, that you're not going to create an environment where there can be the occasions or the absence of good practices. And that's all that we're talking about here. And so I cannot sit by as the individual responsible for the people of Florida to settle all claims against the state and write my name on the check when I'm looking at a contract, and here would be a particular example. We had an institution in Florida run by the state that contracted for a certain number of warm meals per bed. And you would think, okay, well, that makes sense. Well, Steve, if I were to tell you that historically the institution was only 30% occupied, you wouldn't stand for a second to have 3 warm meals a day paid for the empty beds. But that's what a contract created. And you say, how could it possibly be that someone in the state signed a contract to pay for warm meals for beds that aren't occupied? The meals never came, but we still had to pay the vendor for the warm meal. That is unacceptable. To your point, the people of Florida have an expectation that when we set up a contract with somebody, we play hardball. We would do just what any other private enterprise would do and say, you're going to deliver this on that day for that price, and if you don't, you're held accountable. We're not writing you a check. And I think that's what I look forward to getting further down the road here in Florida.